I was thinking quietly this morning about how many times people wait and hope everything magically becomes perfect later.
Yeah, I feel that too because waiting feels safe, but it silently keeps us stuck without real progress in life.
Many learners say, I will start tomorrow, but tomorrow keeps moving, and before you know it, weeks or months are gone.
Exactly, and perfect conditions rarely exist because life is full of noise, mistakes, and moments that are never completely ready.
Some people fear failing, so they wait, but failing is actually proof that your brain is learning something important every day.
That is true, and speaking English can feel scary, but saying even one sentence is more valuable than waiting silently.
I tell beginners, start small, like saying, I am learning English today, which builds confidence and reduces the fear of mistakes.
Small steps may feel tiny, but tiny steps repeated every day quietly grow into meaningful progress without anyone noticing at first.
Let us practice one simple sentence together. Repeat slowly after me. I am learning English today, and I feel proud now.
Good. Notice how each word moves your lips gently. Speaking slowly helps memory and makes English feel natural and easy.
Some learners think they must be perfect, but clarity matters more than accent, and mistakes actually help learning faster every day.
I remember feeling shy and nervous, but saying sentences aloud, even wrong ones, helped me improve faster than silent practice alone.
Fear often stops people, but saying, I am scared, is strong because it names the feeling and reduces its control over us.
Yes, and you can add, I am scared, but I am trying anyway, which gives courage for both life and English practice.
Repeat it slowly. I am scared, but I am trying anyway. And feel the honesty and small strength in that sentence.
Waiting also happens when learners compare themselves to others, thinking someone else is smarter or already fluent and they are behind.
Comparison can stop progress because your focus moves away from your own learning and small wins that really matter daily.
Instead, ask gently, what is one small thing I can do today with the English I already know comfortably?
That question reduces pressure because it shifts focus to action, even tiny, and shows learners that imperfect practice is valuable.
For example, you can describe daily things like, I am making tea or I am opening the window quietly now.
Say it slowly. I am opening the window quietly now. And notice your mouth forms the sounds gently without rush or stress.
Beginners worry about sounding childish, but simple sentences like this build foundation, fluency, and confidence without overthinking mistakes.
Children learn languages fast because they speak without fear, slowly gain habits, and enjoy repetition without judging themselves harshly.
Waiting comes from fear of judgment, like thinking friends or coworkers will correct you harshly or laugh if you speak slowly.
That fear is normal, but most people respect effort, and practicing quietly at home builds confidence without needing approval from anyone.
You can practice softly by talking to yourself while doing simple activities, which feels safe and trains your brain naturally.
Self-talk may feel strange, but it develops fluency because your brain practices sentence patterns and memory without pressure or embarrassment.
Try another helpful sentence. Repeat slowly, I am trying, even if it feels difficult or uncomfortable, which trains persistence gently.
Hear the honesty in that sentence. It gives permission to struggle while still moving forward, which is real progress for learners.
This works in real conversations too, like explaining effort to friends politely. showing you care about learning and improving slowly.
Fluency grows quietly through repeated small actions, not by waiting for perfect motivation or perfect energy to appear magically.
Waiting hides the power of daily habits, which gradually shape skill, confidence, and comfort with English through natural practice.
Daily habits show your brain this matters, and repeated small actions like speaking one sentence gradually strengthen memory and understanding.
Even listening to English for a few minutes while walking or relaxing counts, because repeated exposure makes sounds familiar and less scary.
Familiarity reduces fear because your brain stops seeing English as foreign, and speaking slowly feels natural, not stressful or intimidating.
Repeat after me slowly. English is part of my life now, and feel how it belongs gently without pressure or rush.
Belonging motivates better than fear because when learning feels safe, progress happens naturally without stress or overthinking.
Learners who stop waiting stop asking permission from others and start trusting their own small actions each day quietly.
Trust grows slowly, but each spoken sentence is one small brick in confidence, and small bricks build strong foundations naturally. Even if you feel tired today, practicing gently for a few minutes still counts, and repeated tiny steps create meaningful growth.
Progress does not need perfect energy, just showing up imperfectly and repeating simple sentences consistently over time strengthens fluency.
Take a deep breath, relax your shoulders, and allow yourself to speak English calmly, knowing slow practice is still strong learning.
English is a tool for life, not a competition, and tools improve through repeated, gentle use rather than waiting for ideal moments.
The moment you stop waiting, speaking becomes something you do naturally, not just a plan or wish you hope will appear.
Action builds confidence quietly, and confidence invites more action, which grows fluency gently over time without pressure or shame.
Listening now already counts as starting, which means every moment you practice English today contributes to real progress and growth.
I noticed today that small actions like saying one sentence aloud quietly build confidence without feeling rushed or pressured at all.
That is true, because beginners often wait for perfect energy, but speaking even gently today helps the brain link words naturally with meaning.
For example, you can describe your morning like, I am pouring coffee slowly, which trains vocabulary and sentence structure effortlessly and calmly.
Repeat slowly, I am pouring coffee slowly, and notice how speaking quietly makes English feel natural, easy, and safe to practice without fear.
Many learners fear mistakes, but errors actually help the brain recognize patterns, and learning grows faster when you speak even imperfectly.
Fear often makes learners wait, but saying, I feel nervous out loud is powerful because it names the feeling and reduces tension gradually.
Try repeating, I feel nervous, but I am trying anyway, and notice how this sentence combines honesty with action for both English and life.
This sentence reminds learners that progress is about repeated small steps, not waiting for perfect confidence or ideal moments that rarely appear naturally.
Even if you feel tired, practicing for a few minutes builds habits that slowly strengthen fluency and courage without requiring long, stressful sessions daily.
Linking sentences to daily actions helps, like saying, I am opening the window quietly, or I am brushing my teeth slowly for real practice.
Repeat slowly, I am opening the window quietly, and notice how linking words to actions makes memory and pronunciation stronger naturally over time.
Beginners often think learning needs large time blocks, but small, consistent actions, repeated daily, are more effective than long sessions once in a while.
Habits like these show the brain that English matters, and consistent repetition stops fear while building confidence naturally and gently over weeks.
Listening counts too, like hearing short sentences while walking or resting, which trains comprehension without extra effort or pressure on the learner.
Familiar sounds reduce fear because your brain begins recognizing patterns, and repeating slowly builds pronunciation and fluency gradually without stress or worry.
Pronunciation improves through small steps like opening, making, or feeling sentences aloud, showing that slow, repeated practice is stronger than rushed attempts.
Fluency grows quietly with consistent practice, and learners notice words come easier, sentences flow better, and mistakes feel less intimidating naturally over time.
Comparing yourself to others often slows learning because each person's journey is unique, and small, consistent steps are stronger than rushing or copying anyone else.
Instead of thinking, I am behind, ask gently, what small English action can I do today? Which makes practice realistic, encouraging, and kind to yourself.
Kindness matters in learning because harsh judgment reduces motivation, while gentle, small efforts build curiosity, confidence, and steady growth naturally.
Repeating sentences aloud trains both speaking and listening simultaneously, like, I am trying even if I make mistakes, which strengthens real-life fluency quietly.
Notice the honesty, because admitting struggle while acting helps persistence, showing learners that action matters more than perfect confidence or readiness.
Speaking aloud imperfectly builds courage because the brain connects words with action, creating automatic fluency for daily situations without stress or pressure.
Small sentences also train grammar naturally, like I am opening the window quietly, where word order and structure become familiar without formal study or stress.
Practicing phrases like this reduces hesitation because mouth, ears, and brain train together, gradually making speech smoother, clearer, and more comfortable in conversations.
Motivation grows when learners notice small improvement because the brain rewards effort, making action feel satisfying and encouraging continued gentle practice.
Starting softly today beats waiting for perfect energy or ideal moments because consistent effort slowly shapes habit and builds fluency naturally.
Even when life feels busy, one sentence or 2 minutes of practice counts, creating habits that strengthen memory, courage, and confidence over time.
Safe home practice like whispering, I am learning English today, allows learners to experiment with sentences and sounds without fear of judgment or mistakes.
Repetition strengthens memory, builds confidence, and reduces fear, showing that speaking slowly for a few minutes daily is stronger than waiting for motivation.
Fear of mistakes decreases naturally because each sentence spoken demonstrates progress, and errors turn into learning opportunities instead of reasons for hesitation.
Habits train patience because fluency cannot be rushed, and small, repeated actions are more powerful than irregular, long efforts over time.
Listening, speaking, and repeating daily shows the brain that English is safe, useful, and familiar, which builds confidence without needing external approval or validation.
Beginners can start conversations with sentences like, I am trying today, or I feel nervous, which teaches honesty and courage together naturally and gently.
Practicing slowly reminds learners that small daily effort is meaningful, and fluency grows quietly with patience and repeated exposure to sentences over time.
Even if you feel shy or tired, softly speaking for a few minutes builds courage and fluency more effectively than waiting for ideal conditions naturally. Tiny repeated steps create real growth because they combine action, honesty, and confidence into natural learning habits, which accumulate quietly over time.
Daily sentences repeated aloud build pathways in the brain connecting vocabulary, pronunciation, and meaning, making conversations smoother, easier, and more confident naturally.
Linking English to daily life, like describing activities or feelings, turns practice into natural behavior and strengthens courage, fluency, and consistency gradually over time. Observing tiny improvements motivates learners because even small progress proves effort matters and encourages the brain to continue practicing without fear or pressure.
Speaking softly now, without waiting, begins a chain of consistent action, building confidence and skill without relying on perfect timing or ideal conditions naturally.
Gradually, sentences flow better, words come easier, and mistakes feel less intimidating, showing that small, repeated steps naturally create meaningful fluency over time. Every sentence repeated builds stronger pathways in the brain, connecting words, pronunciation, and meaning, so daily small steps steadily develop confidence and fluent speech naturally.
Linking practice to life ensures learning is continuous and meaningful, mistakes feel safe, and speaking becomes comfortable, showing repeated small actions create lasting fluency naturally.
Consistent daily practice, patience, and honesty in learning, even imperfectly, lead to meaningful English fluency without stress, fear, or pressure dominating the process naturally. Every sentence strengthens skills, builds confidence, and trains the brain, proving repeated small steps naturally lead to fluent, confident English speaking, gradually and steadily.
After speaking for a few minutes, I noticed that small challenges, like ordering food in English, teach more than practicing sentences alone quietly today.
That is true, because using English in real situations, even tiny ones like asking, "How much is this?" builds confidence faster than repetition at home.
For example, you can practice saying, I would like a sandwich, slowly and clearly, which trains both vocabulary and polite conversation skills naturally.
Repeat slowly, "I would like a sandwich," and notice how speaking politely while acting makes sentences easier to remember and comfortable to use in real life.
Learners often feel nervous ordering or asking questions, but practicing, I feel nervous, yet I am trying, helps reduce fear and strengthens courage daily.
That sentence works outside practice too, because naming feelings while acting encourages action and teaches learners that mistakes are part of learning naturally.
Try repeating, I feel nervous, but I want to try anyway, and notice how courage and action combine to make English feel safe and practical gradually.
This helps learners realize that small, real-life actions, like speaking in a shop or cafe, build both fluency and confidence without needing perfect energy or timing.
Even short interactions count, like asking a friend, can I join you? Which improves sentence structure, social vocabulary, and real conversation practice gently over time.
Repeat slowly, "Can I join you?" And notice how linking phrases to real situations strengthens memory, pronunciation, and confidence naturally with repeated practice.
Beginners sometimes think practice must happen alone, but real interaction, even brief, teaches listening, responding, and speaking together effectively and naturally.
Small challenges teach more than long sessions at home because the brain connects words to actions and reactions, building fluency and courage steadily over time.
Listening actively matters too, like hearing someone ask, "What do you want to drink?" which trains comprehension and response skills without pressure or extra effort.
Responding aloud to questions like, "I would like some water," improves vocabulary, sentence flow, and confidence, showing that interaction is essential for real learning naturally.
Pronunciation improves when learners link words with gestures or objects, like pointing at a cup while saying water, which trains both speech and meaning effectively.
Fluency grows when learners practice short social sentences daily, and even small repeated interactions reduce hesitation, fear, and self-consciousness gradually over time.
Comparing with others is unnecessary because every learner has unique experiences, and practicing personal, real-life interactions strengthens confidence and skills more than imitation.
Instead, ask yourself, what small English action can I try right now? Which focuses on achievable steps and encourages consistent practice in real situations gently.
Kindness matters because negative self-talk reduces motivation, while gentle, small steps in real interactions build curiosity, confidence, and natural fluency steadily.
Repeating sentences aloud during real situations trains listening, pronunciation, and courage simultaneously, like, "I am ordering now," which strengthens practical conversational skills effectively.
Observe honesty, because admitting nervousness while acting shows learners that effort matters more than perfection, reinforcing both confidence and persistence naturally over time.
Speaking aloud imperfectly builds courage because linking words to action helps the brain create fluent responses for daily interactions without stress or judgment.
Small sentences also reinforce grammar naturally, like, "I am opening the door carefully," helping learners internalize sentence structure while performing real-life actions safely.
Daily repetition reduces hesitation because lips, ears, and brain practice together, gradually making conversation smoother, pronunciation clearer, and sentences easier to produce naturally.
Motivation grows when learners notice small improvement because repeated effort encourages continued action, curiosity, and confidence without pressure or comparison to others.
Starting softly now, instead of waiting for ideal energy, shows learners that consistent action gradually shapes habit, memory, and fluency quietly over time.
Even in a busy day, speaking one sentence counts because repeated small practice strengthens confidence, vocabulary, and courage consistently without stress or pressure.
Safe practice at home, like whispering, "I am speaking English now," allows learners to experiment with sentences without fear, reinforcing comfort and fluency naturally over time.
Repetition strengthens memory, fluency, and courage, proving that short, small practice is more effective than waiting for motivation or ideal timing to appear magically.
Fear of mistakes decreases naturally because each sentence demonstrates progress, and errors become learning opportunities instead of reasons to stop or hesitate.
Habits also train patience because fluency cannot be rushed, and small, consistent actions over days and weeks are more effective than irregular, large attempts.
Listening, speaking, and repeating daily signals the brain that English is useful, safe, and normal, which builds confidence naturally without needing approval from others.
Learners can start interactions with sentences like, "May I sit here?" or "Can I ask a question?" combining politeness, courage, and practical English naturally.
Daily repetition reminds learners that small actions matter. Fluency grows quietly, and patience strengthens understanding, comfort, and confidence without pressure or fear.
Even if shy or tired, speaking softly for a few minutes builds courage and fluency more effectively than waiting for perfect energy or motivation naturally.
Tiny steps compound into real growth because small, consistent actions combine effort, honesty, and confidence into learning habits that accumulate quietly and steadily over time.
Daily sentences build brain pathways, connecting vocabulary, pronunciation, and meaning, making conversations smoother, easier, and more confident, naturally, without fear or hesitation.
Linking English to real-life social situations turns practice into habit, strengthens courage, fluency, and consistency, and reduces stress while improving communication skills naturally.
Observing small improvements motivates learners because tiny progress proves effort matters, encouraging continued practice and natural skill development without stress or comparison to others.
Speaking softly now, without waiting, starts consistent action, building both confidence and skill, without depending on perfect conditions or ideal moments to begin naturally.
Gradually, sentences flow better, words come easier, and mistakes feel less intimidating, showing that repeated small steps create meaningful social and conversational fluency quietly over time.
Every sentence spoken reinforces brain pathways, connecting words, pronunciation, and meaning, proving that daily small steps steadily develop confident, fluent English naturally and safely. Hearing that, I feel soft because today proved that starting small changes confidence, habits, and English ability over time.
That realization matters because when learners stop waiting, they build momentum, speak bravely, and grow skills through action daily consistently.
I notice my fear feels smaller, since using English today showed mistakes are okay and learning keeps moving forward.
That feeling ends our story gently because confidence grows when learners choose progress today instead of waiting tomorrow with patience.
Before we go, remember this simple truth. Small steps done daily beat big plans delayed forever for real-life growth.
If this conversation helped you, consider subscribing. Practice keeps motivation high and English improving for your goals every.
I am curious now. What small English action will you try today? Please share your answer in comments below kindly.
Sharing ideas helps everyone and it keeps you accountable, which is pretty cool for building habits together over time naturally.
When you watch another lesson next, because continuing now beats stopping and forgetting momentum that you just built.
Choose a video that fits your mood, keep it easy, and stay consistent. You have got this, friend, today, okay?
I will keep practicing daily, speaking softly, showing up tired or nervous, because action builds confidence, even on busy days.
That commitment sounds solid. And remember, progress loves patience, kindness, and showing up honestly with yourself during learning moments always.
Thanks for learning with us. Keep the vibe relaxed, practice out loud, and trust the process. It really does work.
We will meet again soon through another video. Until then, take one brave step today and keep speaking English daily.
All right, friend. Smiling voice, jump into the next lesson now and keep building your English life with confidence, patience, and joy.